Welcome to the Real Word Confessionals, where we're going to ask the questions that are never asked to get the story that is seldom told. We've got two guys that have a lot of stories here. We've got Eric Simon, the creator, the founder of The Broke Agent, and Matt Lionetti, the star of Overask podcast. What's up, guys?
How are you? I just said before we started, I didn't know Eric was actually going to be here. So I'm just a little thrown off right now. That's how I am. Yeah.
He's
Well,
going
he's
to be here
throwing
for
off
the
our
thumbnail.
screen here too. So
Yeah, the screen, we got three now. So, I mean, this podcast is typically going to be us interviewing one person. But we couldn't just interview Eric. We tried that on The Real Word before. He's one of the only 3 or 4 guests ever on The Real Word show.
well,
That
he
didn't
also
go
caught
over
us on a
well.
really bad day. You and I were fighting,
Yeah.
and he was kind of he was like the ref that
Yeah.
day.
He just
I
sat
think we
there
were
and
throwing
did
Was
over
that a
each
bad
other.
interview? I thought that went well.
No, I mean we were in the middle of we were hangry maybe a little.
Nicole's she's not a good traveler, so you take her out to California, everything goes to hell. Matt, I thought you were going to bring another guest though. Drake, he couldn't make it.
Drake couldn't make it yet. I've been in frequent contact with him since I released the video. He's just getting stuff ready. We're going to stage his house in a couple of weeks, and it should be good.
Good.
Yeah, I think he needs some staging.
Yeah. How much square
Congratulations
feet
on
does
that
he
one
have
though.
there?
That was great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Drake has not called.
Nicole said, "Why are all these people congratulating?" She
Well,
thought
no,
there was something wrong with your fam.
you got agent of the month over there at Sirhan, and I was like, there are over 300 people that
that's what it was.
congratulated this man on this accomplishment, and you don't even work for him.
Yes. No, I don't. Yes, it was
And
nice.
you thanked all of them. You thanked each individual person, which was even more amazing.
I always do. I always
Yeah.
thank everyone. I actually really appreciate it. I'm actually a very nice person,
Mhm.
which sometimes can be unseen, but I'm very nice. I'm nicer than Eric. And that's why I'm the face of Overask.
Should I just
Eric's
leave
the-
this podcast?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Eric, are you starting to get nervous before we get into the confessionals here? Are you
Yeah.
starting to get nervous that Matt is going to become a bigger star than you are in say the next 3 months?
That's a good question. And I have thought about that. And maybe, that's why I was reluctant to post him at the beginning of his career. But now his growth is my growth because we both host this podcast. So I'm posting him as much as I possibly can because the more followers he gets, the more views. But of course, I'm thinking about that in the back of my head. I can't let him outstar me.
Yes.
Matt, did Eric sign you to one of those ridiculous, he owns 99% of everything you do, say, think contracts?
No, absolutely not. We have not signed anything. We will. We
Will
probably
we?
should. We probably should. But what Eric is most concerned about is that I get verified before he does.
That's going to happen because Matt is actually a person. And I'm just posting pretty much memes, even though it's not just a meme page, of course. But Instagram verifies accounts that are people. So that will be a devastating blow to me. But again, Matt's growth is my growth.
There you go. All right. Are you guys ready for the confessionals?
Yes.
All right. We've got 5 questions. You're going to have to each answer them. So I don't know if you guys want to pick who goes first, whatever you guys want to do. All right. What's something that overwhelms you? We'll start with Matt.
Okay. Real estate,
It could be
buyers,
business or life.
sellers.
No, just life.
Oh, okay. Life. This is very hard. Okay. These are good questions. I don't know. Oh, something that really it genuinely overwhelms me. Going to the grocery store and picking what ice cream I want to buy. This is a genuine. It overwhelms me. There's too many Ben and Jerry flavors.
Right.
Okay, so there's half baked, tonight dough, peanut butter half baked, and I'll actually get upset with my wife because I can't decide.
And it must be even worse now because now you have to wear a mask. So now you're really sweating even more than
Yeah.
usual, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. So for a real response, even though that does actually overwhelm me, picking ice cream, when I go, especially at the beginning of this pandemic shit, to go out, I was super, super anxious all the time, wearing the mask and everything. And
Right.
I couldn't even stay in a grocery store for 10 minutes. I'd have to leave.
Well, the mustache is part of your signature look, so the mask ruins that.
Yeah, my whole face is ruined. with
Yeah.
the mask.
Yeah.
So
Do you get recognized at grocery stores now?
yeah, all the time. Like
We
I can't
heard this girl on Clubhouse. She had like one reel that got like 2,000 views, and she was claiming that she can't even shop at Safeway anymore because people keep going up and talking to her.
so crazy.
That's amazing. Good for her.
Yes, it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Well, the story was, but her fame isn't.
Yes.
So Eric, I'm curious what your answer is because you're a big jokester. Obviously, if you're following the broke agent, then you've probably seen some of Eric's stories. He's got a lot of comedy flowing, and
You say that so cynically.
what would be what would be something that overwhelms you, Eric?
In life, not in real estate.
Yeah, life. Nicole wants to go life.
Well, no, I mean it could be real estate. I mean, but it could
He
maybe
doesn't
that
do real
is the
estate.
most
Let's stick to
like
Yeah.
overwhelming thing. But
Oh man, I mean everything. Potential marriage, having a kid in the next couple of years, that overwhelms me. Responsibility, becoming a man, whether real estate is going to be part of my career, or whether the broke agent's going to be my main monetary source. The fact that I have 10 times my net worth in cryptocurrency and shit coins like Thorchain and Akash network and all these coins that go parabolic and drop every 20% every single day. So a lot of things overwhelm me. The tie to Instagram, I have to keep posting. If I don't post, the brand stops growing. If I go on a bender, like I've said, or if I just don't feel funny that day, I can't post anything. The brand just kind of stops. That's why Matt's a part of it now also. So
How often do you get those feelings? Because that's
that was a
the thing that'll-
dark description.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was awful.
Sorry. I mean, that was I mean, you're picking out ice cream. I'm saying marriage and kids. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty fucking
Well, I'm
overwhelming.
married, so I'm not overwhelmed.
All right. Well, good for you.
Yeah,
How-
thank you.
How often do you get those feelings where you don't want to post? Because that's something I think that a lot of agents are like, man, I don't know what to post, or they just get overwhelmed with like actually creating the content. You
and
create
then they
so
don't
much.
post.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You create so much. Like, how often do those fears kind of creep in?
I go in ruts where I can't think of anything funny, and then I could kind of go back through my bank of 3,000 plus posts and kind of retweak it or repost something, whether it was a meme, make a video out of it, or a tweet, I can make a meme out of it. So I could always just kind of go back to old content, or I like scour real estate Facebook groups, or just kind of go back into my joke bank and try to figure out what else I could post. But a lot of people are submitting stuff now to me too.
Well, I
which
was
is
going to
great.
say you must be getting something through your viewers. I mean,
Yes.
obviously you're posting a lot of those on your stories.
Mhm.
I just imagine that you're probably putting them on your grid too.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of people are submitting stuff. We just started the Over Ask Facebook group too, where people could kind of post memes in there and post captions and stuff. So that's been helping because I get a lot of DMs. It's kind of hard to sift through them to find the best content, and this is kind of a good place for that. But I mean, it happens all the time where you could kind of tell where my content is just dry and not funny, and I'm kind of just like going for the usual hitters like Zestimate jokes and shit like that. And
Yeah.
it's just sometimes you're just not funny.
But do you find that when you're using the ones that people are providing you, for both of you, I'm assuming that they're then sharing it. So do you get more traction when you're doing something that was submitted instead of something that was, organic to one of you?
Not necessarily. I mean, if it's a reel and it's an organic post, that always does better. So if it's, me actually filming it on my phone, like Byron's been doing with his reels, which are really good, actually. Good work, Byron.
He has
thank
a
you.
new, have you picked up his new voice?
I
He's got
mean-
like a new real voice.
Yeah, dude, you like zoom in your face too. Your face takes up the entire screen. It's
I have to
psychotic.
talk in 15 seconds, so I'm trying to go quickly.
I know. It's
Uh,
a skill.
It is definitely a skill. There's people doing it way better than I am. But I will say the traction to, Eric gave me this tip. He's like, you got to be doing reels, and the traction on Instagram has been much better since I started.
For sure.
Since reels started, I've been getting like 300,000 views on those. On the normal videos, I was getting anywhere
Awesome.
from like 50 to 80,000 because it populates on that explore page. So you got to post reels.
I also feel like the pandemic had something a little bit to do with that. I think we all survived the initial 3 months because of TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, Byron and I would text each other. I'm like, dude, I just fell in a 4-hour hole of TikTok, but it was just so darn funny.
Those
There's
first
some
couple
really
weeks.
funny people out there, like
Yeah.
in their big $9 million mansions. But and it's sort of fun that it's now on the Instagram platform because I'm more comfortable with the Instagram platform. So it's fun to just sort of sift through them now.
Definitely. Yeah. TikTok kind of had that casino like algorithm where you could just post something, it could get 1 million views with no followers. So once Instagram kind of adapted that, it became a lot more potent. And that's why
Right.
Reels is doing so well with it now.
Yeah.
Same girlfriend, Eric? You said the wife things.
Yes. Yeah, same girlfriend.
Oh, there's
That
some.
means-
She's right there in the other room.
Oh, there's-
That means you really are a good guy because she's been with you a long time.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yes, he's a nice person.
Luckily,
You've
she
never
can
met
hear
her.
this conversation because you have a headset on.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
have
met
a-
her, but I know how long you've been dating her
Yeah.
or stringing her.
Want me to bring her in here?
However, she actually, Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nah, she's
Live
on a
on-
call.
You know, she could probably answer these questions for you.
Yeah,
better
seriously.
than you're going to answer them. All right, next confessional. Matt,
Yes.
what do you think about most often?
Probably food.
That would be my answer.
Yeah, food, and then definitely like Instagram and video content, creating, but mainly food. My whole day is revolved around what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, I need to know that, or I get still like you guys are saying, so hangry that I can't do anything.
No, that's
So-
Nicole. I wasn't saying that.
Oh, okay.
I get wildly hangry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way, and my wife knows now, so she's like, "You need to eat." She tells me what to eat through the day. She's like, "'Cause I don't want to come home and have you
Right.
extremely hangry for no
Yeah.
reason."
What's your go-to
So-
breakfast?
Well, eggs, peanut butter and banana,
peanut butter.
bagels. Yes. And recently I just got these new cheese bagels with cream cheese and cucumber. I'm pretty good.
Cucumber, huh?
Yeah, you put cucumber with cream cheese on like an everything bagel or a cheese bagel. It'll change your life.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you also mentioned your your videos. How often, like, how much of your day are you spending on them or thinking about them? Or I mean, because they're produced. I mean, you're producing those.
Well,
They're-
how overproduced is that Drake one? Did you actually overproduce it, or is that just you like doing a couple simple setups?
No, that was like a with my production team that I
Yeah.
use out here. But yeah, a lot of them are just like either my wife filming or tripod, iPhone. I got a nicer camera now because I do so much content, but I think about it all day, really. I mean, it's an ongoing thing because you get a lot of inspiration from the shit that happens in the industry. So I'm constantly thinking, and like I was just on a showing and something happened and I just like wrote it down,
Wrote it down, yeah.
and then
Matt,
yeah.
we can't swear on this podcast.
Okay, well, I'll leave.
Brad-
I'm
Brad-
trying very hard.
Inman's gonna cancel us.
Wouldn't be the
Okay.
first time.
Yes.
He's
Well,
already
Eric
canceled
swore
Eric
already.
Yeah, well, he canceled Eric years ago. So
Completely canceled.
I've heard
I
about
don't
that.
wanna
It's
see
only
him
made
get
me
canceled.
stronger.
Yeah. What about you, Eric? What are you thinking about most often?
I'm thinking about the BA all day, every day. The second I wake up, 7 a.m., I have to post stories to kind of get the algorithm going. So I try to post like 3 or 4 stories,
up.
votes, juicing up the algorithm for my 8 a.m., 9 a.m. post. Try to post 2 or 3 times a day, constantly thinking about what to do with Over Ask, how to monetize that, how to do our Patreon, advertisers, setting up brand deals for the actual Instagram, working on the template platform. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about pretty much all day. That, and then
Do you have a
also
you have a
And
calendar?
crypto.
Like a schedule? You have a schedule?
mostly
sounds like.
crypto. I don't have a schedule. I just
okay.
wake up
But
and
you
I
know
make
that
sure.
by 8 or 9 you want something out there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and you have to have stories throughout the entire day. So that's been my number one gainer for me, Instagram and growth wise, especially, is that I've been posting at least like 8 to 15 stories a day. And that constant interaction keeps the algorithm growing, and it's growing my account like almost 4,000 a week now, which is crazy.
Awesome.
Do
Yeah.
me a favor and coach Nicole that there really can't be like. She thinks like only 2 or 3 stories is appropriate.
I didn't
every
say that.
day.
I just so we're in an accountability group and everyone was talking about 10 stories, which I'm okay with.
No,
I
you're not
just-
okay. You
I'm
said
not
you
okay
hate.
with it. I'm not okay with it because I'll go on somebody's
okay with
I'll
it.
go on somebody's story, and if I see a million dots, like
It's annoying.
I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to watch, like, because they're probably brushing their teeth for 5 minutes, like, and it's eating up 5 dots. So I just, if there's too many dots, I'm not even watching any of your.
But she
any of
thinks
your
10
stories.
at a time is too many. I disagree. The evidence, the data out there disagrees. What do you got? You guys have more data than we do. What do you guys
For
think?
sure.
Well, I'm spending more time watching stories now than I am scrolling through the feed. And especially on weekends, people do this because weekends you're kind of seeing people's trips, what people are doing on vacation and stuff, going to dinner. So I spend more time consuming like that. And I know that if I post something to my stories, sometimes my stories will get even more views than my actual videos. So I like to have, 8 to 15 stories, and you kind of you got to have one story precede the other one. So if I'm doing like a vote or something like that, and then I'll put like an arrow to the next story, so that allows them to click. So if they click off your story, that's telling the Instagram algorithm that they don't want to see your shit anymore. So then
Right.
that could like hurt your story in the long run, or could hurt the performance of your feed posts. So it is annoying to have all those out throughout the entire day, but you got to keep hitting people throughout the entire day, depending on what time they log in Instagram. But depends, like if you're trying to grow your page, that's what you do. But if you're
Right.
just a realtor, you don't want to annoy the shit out of people too. So you don't want to have a million stories. So I kind of see where you're coming from with that. But for me, it's all about growth.
Right.
I hope your listeners brought their notepads.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously.
Dropped
This is
some
like
IG
some
dimes.
some real times. Like you should be charging for this.
Yeah.
Insane.
We were just in a clubhouse room where
Jason
no
Kidd
one
over
was
here.
saying anything remotely interesting, and then at the end someone said like, hey, like I hope you brought your notepads, I hope everybody took notes. And I jokingly said I took all the notes, so DM me. And I think you did too, Matt, and I got like 50 DMs about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
People were
Notes
asking
about
me.
nothing.
Nothing.
Are you guys enjoying Clubhouse?
Yes. I think it's sick. I love it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I really like it. We've been talking. I mean, we had you on the podcast, Byron and Ed, and we were talking about Clubhouse we hadn't had any, we hadn't tried it at all. So we finally have experienced the app. And yeah, I rated it on our Clubhouse Crashers episode a solid 7 out of 10.
And why haven't you guys invited me into a room?
You're
Well,
like,
because
aren't you anti-Clubhouse?
No, I just think it's a feature, and I think I don't think we're going to be going to Clubhouse in 2 years. I think we'll be doing a Clubhouse room on another app.
Yeah,
Same-
I don't
same
care.
feature, but yeah.
Who
I
cares
don't
if it's
care.
done in 2 years?
Yeah, exactly. Right
Yeah, I
now
don't
it's
care.
growing.
Yeah.
It's growing
Not
our other
emotional about it.
social platforms. So that's why we're like
is.
jumping on it.
Yeah,
So
our goal with it is to get more listeners to the podcast. So we've been Clubhouse crashing, where we just kind of go in rooms and people invite us to speak, and then we just kind of like shit talk each other. And it's way different than like the preachy kind of over rehearsed motivational quote stuff that you're kind of
Right.
hearing from a lot of these rooms.
But you can crash rooms though without being invited, right? I mean, because if
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of like there's like a raise your hand and they
Mhm.
call on you type of thing.
Well, they see
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
key. They see that key logo, and they're like, "We
Right.
got to bring this guy up." And then I
They
they
pop
see
in.
my headshot,
Yeah,
which is something like this.
your creepy ass
Well, no,
headshot.
It's
see
the
the-
best
they see
headshot
the
of all time.
mustache.
No, it's the best headshot I've ever seen.
Thank you
actually.
so much.
Wow.
I DM'd Matt and I was like, "Oh man, I hope he knows I'm married and I have a wife and I'm not hitting on him." But I was like, "Wow, man, that is you got to be one of those agents in 10 years that never change the headshot. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That good.
Oh, then they're
I
gonna be
can't
like,
change it.
That's Matt.
No, it's that good.
I can't change it. I know it's the best photo I've ever taken in my life.
Yeah. Oh, by far, because I've
Yeah.
seen you now a couple times on Zoom.
Yeah, I don't live up to it at all. So
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta keep that. It's because the shadow's just in the right place.
Ah.
Fuck, it's fantastic.
It's
I almost
epic.
swore.
You caught yourself though. You said fantastic.
That's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I
Yeah.
said
you
yeah.
Can you swear on Clubhouse? Can you do whatever you? Is it a free for all?
I do whatever. I don't know what really the etiquette is, but we do whatever we want. It seems.
Yeah, we curse. We've had multiple experiences where we've done our own rooms, we've crashed rooms, and then we did one with Tom Ferry, Jason Pantana, Zach, and we talk about this on the episode that we just launched. But some guy called us out for being self-indulgent because we were just like cracking jokes, and then he went on like a 10-minute soliloquy himself after
But it's
calling us
very- but it's
self-indulgent.
Did you have to sit there and listen to that?
Well,
Oh
but
my
it's-
god.
Well, but it's easy for him to just get off. Like
But-
it's sort of like Facebook, right? Like if they don't like something, they're just complain. Like just
Well,
hop
he-
onto the next platform.
he was a
Like, go into the
moderator.
next room. Oh, he was.
He was a
Yeah.
moderator,
Oh,
and
okay.
and a lot of it was about what book you recommend, and just kind of like this. I don't know. It wasn't very human, like the conversation. It was kind of like a panel. And then
Yeah.
Matt and I tried to just spice it up a little by doing kind of our bullshit routine, and people liked it. Like people were chiming in and saying stuff like, "Oh, this is great. You're hilarious. We love this." People were clapping. You could clap by taking your mute button on and off. And then this guy just came in and completely sucked the air out of the room, and then
Well,
it was over.
because you stole the show.
Yeah, but we weren't even trying to do that. We were doing it tastefully. We understand that people are not here just to listen to us, and we were just trying to provide a little excitement in the room.
Yeah, 'cause it was an actual book club. They were
Yeah.
just giving book referrals. It was just awful.
And only one person can talk at a time. So when this guy's talking shit on you guys, you can't chime in.
We got a mute.
Well, you can.
We had
but-
I was very upset we didn't.
Yeah,
didn't have a
we didn't
comeback.
rebut him. He's a popular guy in the real estate industry that carries a lot of weight, and we just figured it's not our place right now.
Yeah,
so we
but
just
he's a
kinda-
real jerk.
Yeah,
and
we just shied away.
I'd have more choice words right now, but he's a real jerk.
Yes.
Little jerko. All right, we'll go to the next. We'll go to the next confessional. Matt, how have your faults, which, judging your headshot, you have none, how have your faults hindered your success?
These are the hardest questions of all time.
Yeah, that's why we're asking them.
Of my faults. Well, I'm an extremely unorganized person. So that's probably my biggest downfall, especially in this business. I don't have an assistant, which is even worse.
Eric's not your assistant?
Yeah, well, we're working on that now. As we start.
That's in the contract.
Yeah, we're taking him out slowly from Overask because he's just not really cutting it. The views just go way down when he's anywhere near it. So
Actually, skyrocket. They go down when Byron's on
That's
it.
because I was on there the one
Yeah.
he was on.
They
yeah,
screwed up our algorithm.
that's like my biggest fault.
That's
I
what
would
they did.
say. I would say is and I used to be on teams. Now I'm a solo agent, but I used to be on teams, so I kind of had some sort of assistant that would handle my paperwork. But I'm a nightmare.
Unorganized, yeah.
I'm very unorganized.
I think
So-
Byron knows someone else like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you.
you.
We're very similar people. We
It's
only think about food and we're unorganized.
I mean, do you drink
like a-
vodka? I mean, because that's the next thing on the list.
I don't.
Do you get all your Eric does? Do you get all your ideas in the shower?
Yeah, 100%.
That's there you go. That's what she.
That's
He's like, hey Nicole, before you get in the shower, I need some help figuring something out. So think about it, because I know it's shower time.
I do my scripts in my shower. My wife, I'll come out of the shower. My wife will be like, "Did your script, your read through go well?" Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's jokes."
What about Eric? Just pick a couple of your many faults. How have they hindered you from?
Yeah, I mean, this could be a 3-hour podcast if I start going into these. But my faults. I mean, not choosing what to focus on, I think, has been a big fault for me. Doing real estate kind of not half-ass, but part-time over the last 6 years, while doing broke agent part-time and kind of flip-flopping in between what's a hobby and am I actually trying to do, has stopped both of them from achieving what I think they could. So now that I'm 98% just doing the broke agent, it is finally achieving what I knew it could and is becoming my full-time job. So I think that was definitely a fault of mine, is just not fully committing to something or believing that this could actually be what it can be. And then, I mean, I have a million other faults, whether it's, gambling, betting on sports.
So were you unwilling to commit mostly because out of fear? Like,
Gambling's not an actual fault. I hope my parents don't listen to this and think that's a real thing. Throw $50 on a game every now and then. Sorry, go ahead, Nicole.
No. I didn't know if it was like fear. Were you fearful? Is that why you were unwilling to commit to one or the other? Or you just really legitimately didn't know what you wanted to grow up and be?
A combination of the two. Real estate, as Byron knows, was never my initial passion. It's always been sports and comedy. So it was always kind of hard to formulate content around something that I didn't care about that much. But as I've, immersed myself in this community the last 6 years, I've started to care about it more and started to see how many opportunities there are to produce content and produce comedy within it. So I don't know if I'm doing a great job at describing like that as my fault, but I mean, I'm also disorganized. I'm also, I'm too nice in a way sometimes with the content. Like if I work on something for a long time with someone, I feel the necessity to post that
Way too nice.
just to appease that person. Or if someone sends me something, I've posted a lot of stuff that I don't want to post, that I wish I was more forceful with my brand, I guess.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, it does. I mean, you actually care what people think.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely do, which is a good thing.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I mean, I
He
do.
definitely does.
I do,
Definitely
but
does,
Byron,
does.
I'm also kidding when I act offended by what you're
No, I know,
saying too.
I know.
Because you're always calling me soft and acting like I'm
You are tissue paper.
He's
Yeah,
not
tissue.
soft. He's
Hey, so-
hard.
So have you officially ripped the Band-Aid off? Like, are you done selling homes. I actually think it was a good thing to go back and forth over the last, several years, because you wouldn't have, the back end knowledge of the industry had
Yeah.
you not done it that way. But are you officially done?
Well, I can't announce that officially, being that I have one buyer right now that may or may not buy something in the next 6 months, and the 0% chance that he listens to this. That would be devastating.
There are
Yeah.
referrals.
Yeah,
You can refer to other agents and make money that way
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but I just sold my listing in Brentwood on Friday, and
Awesome.
the only listing that sat in a seller's market for like 4 months somehow. Not my fault, but I think that the full focus now is just broke agent, and I've told people this, and that has been the goal in 2021: make this my full-time career,
Well,
and it's there.
I will say when you do kind of end it, it will be a fantastic day for the industry.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. One less agent that we got to deal with.
Exactly.
I think you would have been a great agent, because you are like unequivocally honest. You are honest all the time. You never. I mean, I know you joke around and like that kind of thing, but I'd imagine with your clients, you are very honest with them.
Yes, and caring what people think is difficult for real estate too, especially when you're working with your friends. It could be devastating receiving text messages or calls from them when they're worried about something, and then it completely flips your friendship from being like a joking relationship into a professional relationship. And that the anxiety that causes me has always kind of hindered that career. So
And they're like, "Hey, you're supposed to get back on this inspection report. I see your last 3 posts on Instagram or some kid
That's
crawling
also a
around on his
problem.
knees,
Yes.
puking his brains out."
Yeah.
Like, did you get the inspection? What's going on
right,
there?
I always made sure that to respond to someone before I posted something. I'm
Have
very
to.
cognizant of that.
Yeah.
Good move. All right, next confessional. A business trend, Matt, that you said would go one way and it went the complete opposite direction.
I don't have any real like I don't know. I don't really talk about anything like that. Like Ed Stulak hates Clubhouse, um, and that's all he talks about is it just going south immediately. Um, I don't have anything that I'm not passionate about. Like in terms of a business trend, or it's just not things I dive into. Um,
What about something that you've thought was going to work that didn't work? Is that kind of
Yeah, something that you thought was, it doesn't have to necessarily be a business. That's absolutely right. It could have been you told somebody that this was going to be the next Tesla, and it wasn't. Something that you were so passionate about being right on, or it was going to fail. Like Ed says, Clubhouse is going to fail, and only time will tell. And it went the other way. Like, were you big on MySpace, and you thought it was going to be the next big thing, and then it just went away? Something like that.
um, I actually didn't. I thought TikTok was. I guess if we're like, I thought TikTok wasn't gonna have any longevity at all. I didn't voice my opinion like
Right.
Ed does, but I just thought it was like super trendy, and I was like, oh, it's Vine. It's gonna be gone. Vine was, I think, in and out in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's probably just that's what it is. And boy, was I wrong. And that's why I don't invest in stocks.
Right.
You just take all of Eric's crypto.
Yeah,
he doesn't touch that.
I've
Matt?
been asking him to invest my money.
You
I just
don't-
want
you don't
someone to
my
invest my
investment
money.
advice.
I just want someone. I want to give my money to somebody and have them invest it because I don't know what to do.
Well, that's the thing, There's investment funds.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I'll text you my address right after we
Okay,
get done.
fantastic.
Wire. You'll send them the
Yeah,
wire
my-
instructions.
My bank instructions. What about you, Eric?
I guess blogging for me, I thought was going to be a massive thing. In 2013 and 2014, I had a blog called The Pudgy Caddy, which was kind of sports and talked about going out life in Los Angeles and dating, as a 24, 25-year-old. And then when the broke agent first started, I focused a lot of my time on blogs, 5 things to do while you're bored at an open house, just kind of BuzzFeed style. I thought that was what was really going to take off. Then it turns out that people didn't care as much about reading the blogs, and it wasn't ever going to be like a website necessarily. I still think it can be, but a website where people are reading blogs all day. But the time that it would take to write a 5-hour blog and find all these images pales in comparison to posting a stupid clear to close meme that gets shared 50,000 times. So I think blogging in real estate, at least for me, was not successful in a trend that I thought was going to be good.
It sounds like you enjoy blogging, though. Are you?
I love it.
You enjoy writing?
He likes
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's a great writer.
I write the captions for our YouTube videos. That's all
Yes.
you've seen. In a book. I don't know if you guys saw Commission
Yes.
Impossible, the bestseller.
You can tell just how you handle. You're a very good writer. I say that all the time. And
Well, thank you.
I do ask you for everything on the over ask side of things. I'm like, please caption this because I can barely string a sentence together.
Yeah, I think the writings evolved to social media help now. I've done a couple ebooks. I had an Instagram growth ebook and a meme ebook, hashtag blogs, and I'm coming out with a Reels ebook in a couple days, which is just like a free download. And you can kind of see my writing style. It's just providing value, but also humorous. But I really do enjoy that. I think the shares I was getting with the Pudgy Caddy, on Facebook a long time ago, like that was a way better feeling than getting likes on a meme because it's really something that takes hours to come across. And I think there still is something there with real estate blogging and telling funny stories or giving social media tips, but it's just so much work to tune out that content. I think it would need more writers.
Well, you wanted to be the next Larry David. That was your dream at one point, right?
Yeah.
That's him.
It's still, my dream's not really to become him, but I think a Curb Your Enthusiasm style of real estate show, maybe with Matt as the star, would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's
Where's
great.
the German Shepherd in the back?
That's my golden doodle. There's someone dropping off a fucking Amazon package.
Eric, what's the ebook called? Do you have a name? Because I feel like there's only one name you could call it.
Real estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You should bring back what was it? The Pudgy Caddy?
The Pudgy Caddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that name.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like it too. It's
I had a
catchy.
sick logo
I don't
too.
know.
It had a little.
It's like a mouthful. I feel like I'd say the wrong thing.
Pudgy Caddy?
I don't know.
Pudgy Caddy.
I don't know. Pudgy, it's just not a good word or a visual.
You get any golf?
Thanks. Always so complimentary. Yeah, I've been golfing. Been playing pickleball.
That-
What
yeah.
was the pickleball conversation? I just saw that the other day.
What pickleball conversation?
Was that you or somebody else?
Yeah, on the Clubhouse, Tom introduced me, and I panicked. And instead of just saying like, "Hey, I'm the broke agent. I run a real estate entertainment thing," I was like, "Hey, Tom, heard you've been playing a lot of pickleball," and then it just didn't go off very well.
I didn't
But
see
I've
it in
been.
Clubhouse. though. I
Oh,
must
you're
have saw
talking
it
about with Robert and Tom
on
Tool.
Instagram or something. Were you chatting about pickleball
Yeah,
somewhere else? You're
That's
going-
all he
oh,
talks
that-
about.
That was actually a text thread.
It was a text.
That's all he
thread, yeah.
talks about. And also, why don't you play ping pong or tennis? Pickleball's
I played tennis in high school, and I'm the best ping pong player you've ever met. So I play both of them.
okay. That's weird.
Pickleball should be no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, you got a
Right.
bunch of rackets behind you.
We do. We got 5. We got some. We have a whole bag of them over there.
We do have a bag of them.
One of the agents on our team was cleaning out a house, and there's a whole bag of them. He just stole.
Can I talk about someone on your team real quick?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I am responsible for them being on your team. Someone reached out to me. Okay. They said, I'm thinking about switching teams. Someone who's very social driven. Should I stop? Should I stop saying this?
No.
No, I'm
I feel like
curious to see where you're going.
and then we should
Okay.
vote. We should vote on
Okay.
what it is. after
Okay.
you- yeah.
Cool. Okay. So that I didn't. This is before I knew you at all. It's like
Knew
I
who?
want to.
Knew
I
you?
want to.
Knew him?
Knew
Okay.
Byron. Yeah. He's like, I want to. This team in my area is like very social driven, and they're very with it, and they create a lot of content, and it's just like they're where real estate should be now. And I'm really thinking of changing. And I had just switched to the agency, my brokerage, and he was like, do you think I should make the switch? Like, what do you think? Do you think I'm kind of rushing into it? I was like, no, man, you got to go with like someone who's like super heavy on social and like can create that brand for you. Go for it. And then next week he was like,
Yeah.
I did it.
Well, I think he's
All right,
actually
so
here.
we
I
have-
just saw
well,
him.
who is
I
it?
just saw him.
Did
It's
he say
Vinny.
the name?
Come
Oh,
on,
Vinny?
no, he didn't. I just know.
I think Vinny
He's
is here.
I think Vinny's here. Bobby, maybe you can go
Yes.
grab Vinny
get-
and you can
go
he can
grab
go say
Vinny
hi
for
to
us.
his.
It's Vinny. And I just want to say, 20% off the top of his sales is
Yeah.
fine.
No, I'll send you the referral.
Okay.
The referral fee.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, he's here. He could at least come say hello to you.
We got
Yes.
Vinny coming
Look,
here.
come around. We have a surprise for you. He just
Come
got
on.
back from Florida and he forgot to put sunscreen on. So.
But Vinny,
Oh, you can't.
What's up?
He can't hear you. Go ahead.
what's up?
Vinny, say hello to
It's fine.
Matt.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
I was saying that I am, I should get some sort of credit for you joining the incredible team over there.
We had that discussion. about
Yes.
branding and that's right.
Yeah, we did. It's awesome. I'm glad you're with them because they're sweet. They're awesome.
These guys here changed everything. man.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm glad. I just just a quick referral. Every deal. Just little off the top.
We'll
Send it to Ontario.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll go down to New Haven. We'll get him a pizza and we'll send it in the mail.
Absolutely. You gotta come down for New Haven pizza.
Yeah.
I'm in. Pizza's my favorite.
Absolutely, man. Come down whenever you want. Right?
Once this pandemic's over, I'm there.
Awesome.
It's over.
Yeah, we'll leave Eric in California.
Yeah.
No, good
Awesome.
story. Thanks
Awesome
for sharing
seeing
that
you guys,
story.
man.
Take care,
nice,
man.
Nice tan.
Oh, you're looking good.
I'm peeling, man.
You are
I
peeling,
didn't put
though.
anything on. My fiance wants to kill me, but look at me. Man.
Hey, it's gonna turn into a nice crisp
gotta
bronze. I'm jealous.
Yeah, Florida sun's no joke.
No,
Yeah.
it's no joke. It absolutely
That was
is
good.
not a joke.
I'm glad he hooked up with you guys.
Oh well,
No,
I'm
great
glad that
dude.
I'm glad that you pushed him towards us.
Yes.
I don't let the sun burn me like that. Come on.
All right, so we have
right.
one last question,
All right, last confessional.
and
Matt?
then the lightning round.
Then the confessional crunch, the rocket round, the lightning round.
I thought it was a
Matt-
volley.
It's the volley. Matt, you are the wizard of the residential real estate industry. One thing you would change today.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I always talk about this. So we're to be able to disclose offers. I don't understand why we can't disclose the offer price when we have like 3-4 offers and there's multiple offers. We should totally make it auction style. Okay, this is 800,000. This person offered 800,000.
Online, right? You're saying it should.
Not even just
Well,
the
that would be
agent.
better. That'd be like day trading.
Well, I mean,
That'd
you
be
can,
even
you can
better.
Get, I believe you. Can
That
get
would be
your I
electric.
believe you can get your seller's permission to do that.
Yeah, but I mean more like in Australia, they have like full at auction style like offers. So like it's a legit like Storage Wars auction. Like that's what I'm talking about because
Where they're like flipping they're flipping it, and then someone jumps in at the very end.
Exactly.
And they win the storage bin. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I watch it.
And here it's not normal. Like no one discloses price. So like we get screwed so much because of it. And there's a lot of like double ending and multiple representation that it's really sketchy. And I think if you could just disclose offer price on everything, it would be way less sketchy of an industry. That's my pick.
I like that. There's a website that was talking about that. Do you remember?
I don't know,
No.
because I do think that some offers, obviously, it's not always the highest price that wins, but I do. I mean, obviously, to have it all be very transparent. Certainly,
it wasn't that. It was
commissions.
commissions.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
want
yeah.
commissions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
that
the
I mean,
websites.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
whatever I'm making.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll tell you. I say that too. I don't care.
yeah.
All right, broke agent wizard. What would you change?
Real estate education. I think the stuff you learn studying for the test obviously does absolutely nothing for your real estate career. Doesn't prepare you at all for any conversation that you have in real estate. Doesn't talk about what to do at showings, how to sit open houses, how to get leads, how to even write an offer, what inspections are, escrow period, anything like that. It's all just kind of like definition based, math, stuff like that. So I feel like there is a huge gap in real estate education that we could fill, whether it's like real estate education, entertainment, humor. I think that there should be some sort of introductory course or videos or something along those lines that helps agents who just got their license understand what the hell they're in for, basically.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
kind
and
of
you have a perfect name for it, because I feel like the name of your course could be like how to not be.
that's exactly what it is, actually.
How to not be a broke agent. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's basically just, like the idiot's guide to blah, blah, blah. Just like how to not feel like an idiot your first year in real estate. And it's just, these are the questions that you're going to encounter when you're setting up a showing, or these are the questions you should ask. This is what you should do when you arrive at a showing, when you leave a showing. This is how you provide feedback. This is, what you should say to the agent. We're not really taught this. You kind of just have to pick it up on your own, unless you join a team, of course, and become a buyer's agent. You have a mentor that's actually with you the entire way. I know for me, I felt like a fish out of water pretty much my entire real estate career, but especially like the first 6 months, I had no idea what to do. I'd open houses. I didn't know I was supposed to open all the windows. I didn't know I was supposed to sign people in. I didn't know what questions I was supposed to ask. And it just made me feel really uncomfortable with everything. So I think that there's a big gap there that could be filled.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like we've had sort of this talk before. I'm sure you have too, but there's also this sort of like assumption that you're supposed to be acting a certain way. So
Yeah.
I think in rebuttal to that though too, like there really isn't anything that you're supposed to be asking, because what you're supposed to be doing is building a relationship. So
Right.
you know, it's also like sort of teaching the agents too that there's not anything you're really supposed to be doing, but you know, to try to be as true to yourself as possible. But I'm with you. I mean, I obviously.
Yeah.
Education is huge because it's
Yeah.
true. It's all definition based.
Yeah.
More like prepare.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Not like here's exactly what you should say, but you know, you finally get a buyer and the buyer wants to see a property. What questions should you possibly ask the listing agent? Are there any offers on the property? What, you know, like sometimes you don't even know when I
No,
was
well,
first starting
and
what
the
to say.
And the buyers sometimes are asking you that question too. I have
Correct.
some buyers are like, so like, what questions am I supposed to be asking? And I'm sort of
Mhm.
like, I mean, obviously I know what to ask, but it always catches me off guard because I'm like, well, what do you want to know? You know,
Mhm.
like, but yeah.
And I would say I'm even somewhere a little bit more on the other side of that, where I think there are a lot of things you should be saying, like in certain situations. And you should, the other problem is it's not just education around, there's a huge gap, to your point, on education on exactly how to get from brand new licensee to being productive in this industry, or how to build a team even. I mean, that's a whole entire, multiple courses right there. But there's also a gap in agents not being educated in their own markets for real. Like, agents don't even know inventory in their markets and how to explain the trends on the, like, here's where the market was in 2003. This is what happened in 2008. Here's what happened in 2012. Here's what's happening today. Here's what can likely happen in the future. Every agent should be able to explain that for their market. And we're talking, price per square foot to sales price to median, everything. They should know those numbers.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking is if you're sitting in open house and you're a new agent, and I remember doing this, I was sitting dead open houses every Saturday and Sunday at the same house, and people would ask me, what are the other sales around here? What, what's the history of this property? So I'm talking about when I first got licensed, and basically my boss just said, hey, go sit this open house. And I just didn't know that I was even going to be fielding those questions. So I had
Right.
no knowledge. I had like an agent detail report that I printed out, and I knew to tell people to take off their shoes. That was literally it. And then I would just try to talk about sports. So to your point, Byron, like you do have to know that stuff. And that's the stuff that you have to be prepared to have those conversations. And no one's telling us that unless it's, an experienced broker.
If you look at, he's in your market or close to your market, Josh Flagg from that show.
Yeah.
If you ever have seen that show, one of the interesting things that he does is he knows every name of the person that lives in every house. Like, he's done the research on like Realist for us in Connecticut of like, yeah, that house is owned by that person. That house is owned by that person. That he's actually in Tom Ferry Team Plus too right now.
Really?
Yes. I think somebody just said that to me the other day. I was like, are you kidding me? He's in coaching. I was blown away by that, but it shows even these top producers, need a coach at times. But he's studied his market so well. It's down to the names of who owns the properties. I mean, that's some real knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't work for Flag though, did you? You worked for the other guy.
I worked for David Kramer at Hilton and Highland. And then I worked for Alfonso and Bjorn, and that's when I was a buyer's agent, and that's when I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off,
Oh,
just
you weren't-
door
you
knocking
weren't
and cold calling.
You weren't with the Altmans then, I thought.
No, they were in my office.
They were in your office. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, we've got our confessional crunch.
What is it going to be this time?
The rocket
round,
round.
the volley, the lightning round.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Lightning round.
Yeah. So it's going to be
yeah.
like, again, it's like a this or that. So I again, obviously you're both having to answer it. So who wants to answer? We'll
Matt
go-
Eric.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
how we do it.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Phone call or text?
Text.
Text,
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram,
iOS or Android?
iOS.
iOS. This is great. This is great stuff here.
Do you have any hard questions?
Hard questions. You just gave him the hard questions. These are just fun questions. Work hard or play hard?
Play hard.
I mean, yeah, play hard.
Nice car or nice home?
Nice home.
Nice home.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger.
Driver.
Whatever.
Ooh, there we
Yeah?
go.
You like to be a
Oh,
passenger?
okay. I was gonna say whatever two people.
Yeah,
are
I don't
down.
want to. I don't want to drive.
Money or free time?
Money.
Yeah, money.
All right,
Wow.
toilet paper, over or under?
Over, under
over,
what?
Over.
Over or under?
It's not.
Oh,
It's not a
The
betting.
wiping
thing.
motion?
No. How you
paper.
place it.
Easy.
Oh, got
Over.
it. I thought you meant like do you wipe front to back or back to
Oh,
front? That
No.
is
The hell.
Nope.
repulsive.
You're
to think about.
sick-minded. Over.
Hence I said toilet paper. Yes, over.
Right.
You? What about you, BA?
Strictly
Probably
baby
under.
wipes.
Just tissue paper for his soft cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Depends what it's like outside. If it's,
Yeah, he's from LA. He's all into these weird fancy
It's the
drinks.
same
No, that's
temperature
just a
every
very-
day in LA.
it's freezing. It's 66 today.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like this. It's not an LA thing. If it's hot out, you want an iced coffee. If it's
No,
cold, you want something
I always
warm.
want a hot coffee in the morning.
It's a douchebag thing. I mean, in LA.
What?
Yes. Yes.
All
What, a
right.
douchebag thing to like iced coffee?
Yes.
No, to
No, to have a different
Have another
per
temperature.
season. You
No,
know?
that's a I like control of my own internal temperature thing. There's no doucheness about that.
You
The
drink
douchebag
a,
thing to
you
call it
drink a
douchebag.
hot
I'd say
coffee in
LA.
AC. You drink it in your air conditioning, and then you can go outside.
yeah.
There you
Whatever.
go. All right, TV or book?
TV.
TV, yeah, we don't read.
Working alone or working in a team?
That's hard. Probably working alone, but I like Eric.
Yeah, I'd say working in a team.
Morning or evening?
Morning.
5 a.m. call.
Yes. Morning or evening?
Not that
There's two op-
morning.
there's two options, Eric.
Evening.
Didn't turn into both of
There
I
them.
was
we
trying to
go.
think of something funny to say there,
Well,
but it's
yeah,
just
just-
like
just-
I mean, the
it's-
question is just
But it is a lightning round.
Yeah.
right.
so,
I know,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
just-
it's not a. It's
well, we
not
got an
sloth.
audience here, right?
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
sloth.
I don't know.
Not
We may
in-
have
not
lost
in-
them.
we
20
don't have
minutes
Not
ago.
anymore.
Now that
Who
you,
knows?
Yeah.
Chocolate
Well,
or
actually, we're not
vanilla?
live on. We're not live.
No,
on
we're not
Facebook.
live.
Oh,
Chocolate or
Okay,
vanilla?
okay, good.
Oh,
Delete this. entire
chocolate.
thing.
Chocolate.
Delete it.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, vanilla. Sorry.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Yeah, family or friends?
Family.
Family.
Because it feels like you had to say that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Girlfriend's
family.
sitting in there.
I'm the
I, mean,
real
I
nice
enjoy
guy.
hanging out with my friends more than my family.
Yeah. All right, Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Netflix.
All right, so on your lobster rolls, you guys eat lobster rolls? Mayo
No.
or butter? No lobster
No.
rolls? Come on.
It's
No.
in Canada. I mean, how many lobsters? do you
Yeah,
eat
I
in
eat
Canada?
chicken
I don't know.
tenders and fries. Some
Tenders.
poutine.
But I do need to know, though, do you guys know who Sean Penn is?
Yes.
Wait, the actor
The
question again?
actor.
How many
Sean
times are we
Penn?
gonna ask
Yeah, do you know
Eric
who
the
Sean
actor
Penn
question?
is?
Yes.
Yeah, you asked me this a year and a half ago.
I
Wait,
just
That
want
was
to
when it hap- that was
make
like
sure
3
you
years
still know
ago.
who Sean Penn is. Okay.
Of
yeah, I still know
Of
who
course.
he is.
Right? 'Cause
Haven't lost that memory yet.
okay, good. All right. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was our lightning round.
That was it.
Your big finale was lobster rolls.
Well, because we have a, 'cause
Sean
we do a
Penn.
lobster roll
Just
review.
in general, though. Butter
Byron
and
and I do a
mayo.
lobster roll review show called Hold the
Uh,
Mayo, and it's
Hold the mayo.
Hold the Mayo. So we're butter lovers.
I've never had. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I would say butter, just in general.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
because we didn't
mayonnaise
really
is
answer that. Yeah, mayonnaise is weird.
Yeah, butter.
Butter.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no one really asked you for that one, but
Well, I was part of the round.
yeah. Okay.
Good. So we closed that round out.
We did. We
with a-
finished it.
with a
We
bang
finished it up.
for sure. I'm really
That was
enjoying,
good.
really enjoying the Overask podcast. Who are the next 5 guests? You got 'em
Oh
lined
man,
up?
we got real heavy hitters. I like how in Clubhouse they call like some of the mods heavy hitters. They'll say we got some real heavy hitters up here, and it's like you check their profile, they got like 200 followers. Not that that's not
Yes.
the
Will you
definition of
guys
being a
invite
heavy
me in
hitter.
on your next crash?
Yes. Let's crash right now. Let's.
Yeah,
do it.
we'll probably pop on after this.
Yeah.
We're in a
Yeah,
talking
seriously.
mood now.
We're in a talking mood. The
Good, I have a
podcast
half hour.
closed
I'm gonna-
well.
I'm gonna pop on with you. I've got good lighting. Oh no,
No,
there's
there's
no.
You don't
there's
need
no
lighting.
video.
Oh,
See,
that's
that's
right.
all he just that's all
That's
he's
right.
worried about.
Uh,
He's got
yeah.
himself all powdered up.
Well,
he's ready to show his face more.
I can just
Right.
pop on. You know.
But we have Maurizio Umansky coming on the
Yeah,
podcast.
you heard of him? You heard of him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You're,
he's
you're with the agency, right?
yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
the agency. So Yeah, he's our big guest next. We have Zach.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, he's awesome. Maurizio's awesome. And we're working on James and David from $1 Million Listing LA, who are also from the agency.
Mm-hmm.
And who we have Jason Cassidy, right?
Yep.
Next week?
You
Yeah.
know Jason, Byron?
Yeah,
Yep,
I
yep.
love Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
he's
out
great.
to Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is
So
great.
Yeah,
some
he's
good.
great.
San Diego's finest.
Yeah,
I love-
he's great.
I love Jason.
Yeah, I know. So do I. I don't know what's so funny about it.
He's more sensitive than Eric ever could be. That's his only fault. So if we get him
Is
on
he?
the show and we ask him, have your faults hindered from your success, I would hope that he would say how sensitive he is. Oh, he's the softest tissue paper of all time. You say one word about Compass, he wants to
that's true.
stab you in the heart and drag you outside.
And
That's
he's a-
like that's
he's
like
a
everyone
compass warrior.
with EXP though.
You-
You say one thing wrong about EXP, and they are a bunch of savages.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd have Compass stock. They're about to IPO here this year, but you'd think he would already have Compass stock the way he's so passionate about them. And I like Compass. No problem there.
Yeah, we had him on that Facebook Live we did. Remember that at the beginning of the pandemic?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't say a word.
I think you were very depressed because there was no sports.
Yeah, that was a depressing time.
He
for
doesn't
sure.
gamble. Remember, his
We were
mom's
supposed to-
watching.
Yeah. We
Right.
were supposed to have March Madness at that.
I
same
know
time,
that
basically.
it just got stripped away from us.
All right, so you got some good guests coming on the Overask podcast. You should definitely go follow Overask on everywhere you can listen to the podcast. We'll link it up. You guys know where to find the Broke Agent, but you should go follow Matt Lionetti if you're not doing that already. That's a great follow. One
Thank
of the
you.
best follows of all time.
I
Nicole's
love how
cracking
I
up
did.
on the
Well,
reels.
I loved how you started making fun of agents that have been in like the real estate biz for like 3
Yeah,
days and
top
they're already
producers.
calling themselves top producers
Yeah.
and award winning and
Oh yeah, I
Right.
made
so
that.
true.
I made that joke 6 years ago, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
really funny when
okay.
he did it too.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, Matt, you told it better.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he acted it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
He
right, go
hides
check
behind a
out-
key.
Go check out these guys on Overask. Go to what episode? What was that?
Episode 8 today. Clubhouse
No, no, no,
crashing.
no, the
Oh,
episode that I was on.
I think.
Oh.
we
Scott-
deleted it.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Have me back on then. All right,
Yeah.
let's go crash a clubhouse right now.
Do it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next pod.
All
Thank
right.
you guys.
guys.
See you, Clubhouse.
Later.
Bye.